Boom. There we go. Oh, what is up, Mountain Gorilla? Making sure everything's set right. What's up, CBC? Mm. To go live without like YouTube's consent, you have to get a streaming program. And then if you go into your YouTube dashboard, like the old fashioned one, it gives you your RTMP code and I think a stream key as well. And you plug those in, and it'll let you go live without YouTube knowing you're live. Because I did when I had 0 subs and I was streaming breaks on here all the time. I think you have to have like 100 or something crazy like that now. Everybody be creeping on here in a second. I'm getting the old glovages on. What's up, Mountain Girl? How you doing tonight? I am doing great. A little tired, I ain't gonna lie. But so much stuff, man, going on anymore. I had to go grab something to eat real quick because I didn't have time to cook tonight. Oh, that's still not bad, 34 in a week. Yeah, before I started, I got XSplit. And then you'll go on to it and it'll say broadcast, and you have to just get the like little, I guess you could say it's like an app inside an app for YouTube, and it'll ask you for like your stream key and RTMP. There we go. Woo! And you just get that stuff right out of the old fashioned dashboard like, where I'm streaming live and I can look and see all this stuff. It gives me all that down the bottom right. I got to see where the pug went, man. I don't want her eating cat food. Oh, she's looking outside. All right. I was gonna say she got food in her bowl, man. She can't be going upstairs. For everybody just pulling in, there's a video up. This is the giveaway for the week. I just knocked the stand over. This is actually a 63 tops, but it's a 1962 batting leaders. They went like a year later type deal because the 62 tops, I remember right, it's the wood grain. So all you gotta do is comment on a video, be a subscriber, all that yada yada. It's there. CJ Henderson, I don't even know who that is. I am not gonna lie. I don't know much about the draft class except for two on Burrows. I know a couple dudes from Alabama. When I see the names pop up, that's about it. And I think they're both receivers, Ruggs and it's like Judy or something. Judy. What's up, Derby? No joke. I just went to Wendy's to get something, and they screwed the order up. So I had to drive back through, and I was like, and you can't go inside, of course, because of COVID-19. So I was like, hey, I got the wrong order. And she's like, did you get the one with the spicy avocado? And I'm like, what the heck is spicy avocado? I was like, no, I just wanted a burger. Didn't have mayo and pickles on it. Everything looks pretty good on the stream. Let's see what we got on these things. So basically, there's 6 packs in the box, and you get an auto on each pack. Panini put them on the website today at $3.15 a box. Blowout was like $3.50 before Panini did that. So that just gives you an idea. Let me just pull the camera down just a tad. What's up, Magnus? How you doing tonight? Let's just see how these things look like. I haven't really seen. I seen the first off the lines get broke. That was about it. Huh. Oh, let me wrench some of you dudes up real quick. As long as I ain't doing anything crazy, you guys can drop links and all that stuff. What's up, Bourbon for Rookies? I don't know if I got you. I know I just wrenched you up, though. All right, let me toss that and pick around over there. So a lot of base cards, as always, in this. Even in graded, these things never sell. Well, is that our auto, really? Right off the bat? Oh, no. Cracked Ice. Jeff Okuda, the Ohio State University. Oh, man, did you see that, Derby? Whoo! They're protesting a no-knock search warrant where somebody got shot. Of course, the police go in, no knock. They were up there protesting, starting fires, you name it. Oh, is this the quarterback? Heck yeah, cracked ice, Justin Herbert. I'm happy. Look at that cracked ice. Woo! Y'all want a little horn buzzer action? That's how I like to say. We'll get a little horn action for that one. And that's cracked ice. I am so happy with this. It don't even matter. So 4 for 4 years, I've had a cracked ice or better, and just a couple boxes of something. But it's usually a pretty good prospect or quarterback. I forgot about Herbert in this. Yeah, 7 people up there, man. And that's not including all the arrests they made. It's going to get worse. It's out of 23. It's 7 out of 23. The light's kind of getting there. There we go. Well, I'm already happy with these boxes. There's a little Burrow action. Oh, I forgot about these. They flip every which way. Peyton Manning there. Oh, their cracked ices are always out of 23. I don't know where they came up with that. Maybe it was a sign for them trying to get Jordan to come or something. But it's been a few years. What's up, Chat Town? Who's calling my phone? I do not know. Man, what a first pack. 2 cracked ice in the same pack. Now, the only thing that make this even insane now is to pull like a Tua auto or a freaking Burrow in this. Dak Prescott. I forgot he played for the Bulldogs. Yeah, you guys should all be running. If you guys want to drop links or not with each other's channels and stuff, go for it. So, Joe Reed. I ain't gonna lie, never heard of him. Wide receiver. Number 2 wide receiver for the team. Ooh, I just took the wrong top loader. I was reading chat and I was like, what am I doing here? I was trying to stick a card in a 180 top loader there for a second. Chase Young. Nice. 2nd grade already. Just look at names. All these bases. Sometimes they stick a numbered one in there that I miss. I think they're all in the middle again. Hugs come back in here. She's like, yeah, I'm done plunking out the door. Hey, don't be eating the packs I throw on the floor. Garbage is a little bit too far out of range. Oh, Well, this time, what is he? Tight end. Bryce Hopkins. I don't know the team on that, though. Not a real big college person, regardless of the sport. I just noticed they got barcodes on these. Gypsy Queen's hard to find if you're looking for retail. Hobby, it's everywhere. I was thinking about going tomorrow morning because sometimes they stock the Walmart down the road Friday nights real late, and since the uh, little what do they call it COVID-19, they shut down at 10 o'clock each night. There's a Herbert draft class. I don't know why I'm pulling these, but DJ Moore, a lot of names, a lot of names. Nothing special. That's what you want, big ones. I've yet to open any 2020 Bowman for myself. I got 3 more jumbos in. They still owe me 3 hobbies. Okay, alright. That's weird. They all started going different ways. This time, another wide receiver, Texas A&M, Kendrick Rogers. Trying to get it up to where the focus gets back. I probably am going to sell them. I'm pretty sure onto it. Long as they tell me my hobby is coming in as well, that's that other guy I was talking about, Jeudy or something I knew the name of. I will be selling them. Yeah, just let me know. You always know if I open something up, I always do it on tape, regardless of how bad it is. I'm kind of digging these designs this year for it. I like how they're doing this. I mean, even though it's college, I'm digging the design. There's Kyler Murray. Another wide receiver. Oh, there we go. Out of 18, playoff ticket. Daryl Stewart Jr. Playoff ticket. Weird numbers on these, I know. I had to look because I thought it was a 10. Well, maybe it is 10. Or is that an 8? No, it's an 8. I see the little indentions. Out of 18. 4 out of 18. There's our Chase Young. That's the guy you're looking for. The Ohio State. Joey Bosa. Bunch of vet stuff. You talk about 3 megas together for 465? Oh, I see what you did. Yeah, okay. You made a lot. Okay. As soon as I read the next part, I got it then. Megan and Blaster combo, huh? You gotta stay with Mosaic because nothing's coming out. I think NT's the next product next Friday for basketball. No, I take it back. Court Kings is next week too, I think. No, Court Kings is next week. NT's the following week. That's what it is. I'm a little ahead of myself on the game. Oh, another wide receiver. Omar Bayless. Yeah, but you can't find that second wave anywhere right now. I watched a couple dudes do driving around and stuff, and one's from up in Louisville. He couldn't find. He found some Bowman in one Target, I think it was, but there was no Mosaic anywhere. Another Burrow. Not too bad of a first box. I'm gonna move these here out of the way because I'll end up hitting them eventually when they get too big of a stack. See if we get some more magic. Man, nice cracked ice though. Hey, I'm telling you, I heard Herbert's supposed to be pretty decent too. I forgot about him to be honest. I knew there was another name out there besides Tua and Burrows. And it just was not sticking to me. And I thought it was a freaking guy from Oregon. I'm like, nah, it must have been last year or something. I don't watch much college stuff. You gotta be kidding me. There we go. Man, it's like trying to do a surgery here in a pack. Hopefully that's good luck. Man, I need to rub one on my stomach here, as Mountain Gorilla does. Give it a kiss and see if I can do anything huge on it. Rosa Sanders. Running back. Warren II. Regular college ticket. Yeah, I always see them dudes, man. It don't even matter the product. Like when Contenders draft came out, basketball, there were dudes in there taking it all, and I just laughed. Literally a whole shopping cart full because they can't leave any for anybody else. These all gonna go this way now? Nope. All right, we're gonna do the lucky thing. Rubs the belly. All right, let's see if this works. Probably won't. Hey, it worked for him yesterday. Nah, I'm horrible at my stuff. They will not like me. Rodney Smith, running back? Another running back. Thing about a running back is they can go first round or sixth round. I mean, look at Kareem Hunt. I think he was what, like third, fourth rounder? Maybe second. I can't remember. I know he wasn't one of the top picks. Came out and busted like a 200-yard game first game. Jacob Eason. There's a Tua. Somebody will be a Tua fan eventually. Yep, it always is that way. With all the people I see do it in my Walmarts now, after what I left for Prism that time, never again. I see it all. I'm going to be that guy too. Roll Tide. Dang, isn't that kind of funny? Roll Tide right there. Uh-oh. Did you say you wanted C.J. Henderson? That guy right there? That's numbered out 18 too. C.J. Henderson. No, girl. Is that the guy you just named above? I can't scroll up. No, I'd never brag. Oh, okay. Oh, CBC wanted it. Okay. I can't scroll up to see. I just remember the name popping out. Okay. Well, look what I got. Oh, he even said dibs. I just caught that. It's not even a redemption. That's the funny part. It's a live auto. Wait, you know what? This is on card. The Herbert's on card. I just noticed that because the rest of these have been sticker. Sticker, 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 and sticker. Wow. Ah, I see. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I thought Gorilla was talking about him. I knew. I just seen a couple player names pop up. Denzel Mims. I didn't realize that Herbert's on card. Man, that's even makes it even more special to me. The only thing is, by looking at from where I'm at here, left to right might be off. Might have to go to Pia. I don't know. I'll have to think about where I want to send it. Get the old ruler out. Oh, the little burrows. One year I didn't. I used to skip through all these, and there was a freaking 101 laying in there. That's the only reason why I go through them. Cooper Ingram. Another running back. What is going on here? Here we go. Keshawn Vaughn. Edwards, Hill. The sad part is I don't know who the Steelers picked up. I know they picked up some wide receiver out of Notre Dame, but I don't even know his name in the second round. Oh, get back focused, and there we go. Hmm. Another tight end. Sean McKeon. Every other one has been a sticker auto. Yeah, the one year I hit a cracked ice of Josh Allen, which did very well. Pulled a 101 Watson out of 10 Mahomes the other year. What did I get last year? I don't even remember now. Oh, I had Murray. Year before I had Darnold too, now I think about it. Not bad at all. I'll tell you a little place I like to find the big lots because they hide where they put their cards at. And down here, I went into somebody told me about checking big lots out. and I walked in, and Topps update was already released. So I found Topps Series 2, the fat packs in there of them. I was happier than anything. And they were marked down too. So McKeon, that N, so it's missing a little bit of a stamp. Vaughn, Mims, CJ Henderson at 18, playoff ticket. Huh, that's weird. They used to have different names on these. Rodney Smith, Warren II, Bayless, out of 18, Stewart Jr., another wide receiver. Rogers, Hopkins, Reed, the Okuda, cracked ice. Herbert, cracked ice. Just off a little bit left and right. Still might get a 9.5 out of it. I don't think PSA would be generous on the front as they are in the back. It might be hard. I'm dang whiteness on them corners. Man, that's one thing I hate about Contenders. Corners, man, with the whiteness. Big Lots, man. Yeah, they had them marked down, and I think I paid. I want to say they were $3 a pack. Big Lots, Walgreens every now and then will get something in. CVS every now and then will get something in. Now, of course, your Walmart and Targets all the time. Out here we have Myers. You might catch something at Myers, but that's way up Louisville, and I'm not about to get shot up there. Heck, I went to somewhere last year, and what I'd have to look back at the video, but I found packs and I didn't know how much they were, and I went to scan them, and they were all clearance, every one of them. It was insane. And I think it was 70% off the packs. Yeah, that's where I found my 18 Series 2 at, and they were marked down. And it was weird because where they had the packs at, you would never even think so. Yeah, I won't touch Fairfield. There's no way. Unless I see a good pack laying into it, I wouldn't even touch it right off the front. I haven't heard anything about Bowman Megas. Usually I see a sell sheet come out onto it, and I have not even seen a sell sheet on any of that stuff. Because they just sent out. I have to look at my phone because I can't remember. They just sent something out today. This one here. 2020 Topps update. And it looks pretty nice, 2020 Topps update. Let me see if I can pull it here. That's what updates look like. That's the preview. Griffey and Ichiro dual auto. I will be hunting that. Oh, it's Opulence Basketball. Last year I had a solid case of this. I'm not too sure what they'll do this year. If they give me a solid case again because of it, I'll laugh. Donruss Optic Choice Baseball. That comes out July. August 7th, Opulence. Panini Gold Standard Football is August 5th. Wow, that's some crazy pricing on that. Chronicles Racing, August 7th. October 14th is Topps Update. TriStar Hidden Gems Football Photos. Historic Autograph Retrographs. Donruss Elite Football, July 29th. Optic Baseball, 22nd July. Mini Helmets, June. Wow, they're doing Chronicles Draft Picks Collegiate Football now. That's insane. Actually, I think I got a box of that. I can't remember what I got. He sent me. Oh, you're allocated this or that. Lubin's Football, Super Break, Chronicles Basketball. I didn't get any of that, unfortunately, this year. Absolute Baseball is another one. Heritage Minor League and 5-star. A lot of stuff. I haven't really checked Walmart for anything, honestly. I have Series 2 on pre order right now. As it stands, I have a case of a jumbo and a case of hobby on it. Who knows if it'll get cut, but that's coming up here in a couple weeks. Oh, Panini always is. They have to produce so many products a year to keep their only, Panini license for football and basketball. They just throw stuff out. On Top Series 2, I have no idea. Somebody said that the hobby boxes were like 140 at one time frame. What's up, ABCs? That was my highlight there. Herbert cracked ice out 23. I love the cracked ices. See, I can't order retail because retail you have to have a different license and it has to be like for Walmart, Target stockings. They won't do it, or you have to have a shop. I can only get what hobby is because I'm an internet store basically. Yeah, they cut me down a lot. I think on a lot of product recently. So next week we got Tier One half case, Core Kings basketball, and that's 3 boxes. 2 boxes of Score football. Fall week Super Break and NT basketball. I don't have anything the third week. Last week Clearly Authentic and Top Series 2. I don't know how they're honestly going to do the rookies. And I just heard Luis Robert is definitely confirmed in Series 2. And they'll consider that as true rookie, but who else? I have no idea, to be honest, on that. Because nobody else really even was playing, or even in spring training was planning on making the main rosters that I could think of. Maybe Jared Kelenic up for Seattle would be my other one. I think they were going to pop him in because he was doing pretty good. But that's the only two I could actually think of. Are you talking about the hangers or the relic boxes or both? You can order 12. Possibly, maybe him. What's funny is if they only allow you 12 per name and address, see, I have a UPS box too. I can get 24 onto it. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that. Yeah, I was thinking Patchy would be over in update this year, and possibly Julio Rodriguez. And what's the other guy's name? Not Hunter Green. Can't think of it now. I mean, Vaughn was doing well in preseason too. That's 12 though on each of those. 12 hangers and 12 blasters. I think I would just stick with the hangers. Yeah, he's saying it is. I mean, I might look at it and just get the hangers. For me, the hangers always produced better than uh, the blasters. But that's just for me. I'll show you my great patchy card. Let me pull it up back here. I won. I won this raw. Somebody was doing it at 250 per 10 spots, so I took 3 spots. That's the 18 Bowman's Best Gold PSA 10. That's my best card of him. Oh, little pug! I know I moved. I'm sorry. Bowman's Best is always the cheapest route, and if you look, I didn't realize anything really was like big with Bowman's Best, so I ended up getting the Blue Jays. And this is back in I think 2016, and I was just chasing Vladdy Jr. Had 2 greens out of there, a gold, and I don't know how many bases. Well, I graded them all, and I just threw them in a box. About a year and a half later, the greens were selling for almost $400 a pop, and that's why I said I'm putting them all out. Then I did the same thing with Acuna. But the thing with Acuna was he went off card on a lot of his autos. Yeah, it wasn't me. I've had that for probably 6, 8 months now, probably somewhere around there. But I started going through last night when you were streaming, Anthony, um, and I was trying to find somebody who is still an active player today that nobody pays attention to. It's really good. Well, I found out who it was. Paul Goldschmidt. Nobody is buying up Paul Goldschmidt at all. I went on there last night and picked up the diamond version of his Topps Update rookie. And I'm about to go in and get one of the cognacs next. Because if people start thinking all of a sudden, like, who's left to buy up, eventually, I mean, you got to think Goldschmidt never played for a really good team. So he kind of had a down year last year. But he didn't have a year like where Stanton was a big thing down in Florida and then he went to New York and he's an afterthought. Not too many people will buy up Stanton at all. Just 2 blasters. Oh wait, oh series 2 blasters. I got. Oh boy. I mean, honestly, I think it's a smart thing right now to buy retail because it's the only thing that's affordable if you could find it. A lot of them aren't. That's a sad part on it all. I sat there and I was beating myself up last night just searching. Like I wanted to get an '84 Fleer Puckett uh, update PSA 10. I looked at the price and I'm like, no. But it's such a game now with trying to figure out who to buy before everybody else starts buying them. Yeah, I'm looking for people that have been out for about 5, 6 years, have done very well, and they're on the smaller market teams. Where if they, when their contract's up in Boston, L.A., New York, one of the New Yorks pick them up, they're going to be all of a sudden having that initial little pop. And then all you're going to see is all those dudes that are sports players and doing their investings that way. Thank you, Gary Vee. Seriously, though, because with his little stunt that he was doing, basically, I mean, he really made the card market boom boom. He brought all kind of big players in the game. Sounds good. Don't rush. I don't know how long I'll be on for. At least for a little bit until somebody else wants to go live. Because I already took the old pug out early tonight. Oh, no worries, Aunt. We just chilling now. I'm trying not to turn around because there's Bowman jumbo boxes behind me and a mosaic box, hobby box behind me, and they call my name. I'm just scared more of mosaic than anything. Those hobby boxes have been rough on some people. So next week I'll probably do a tier one. I'll see if you guys want to do tier one break. If not, just sell them by boxes. Maybe when you guys get a bat knob or something. Probably, I think I have 2 boxes of Score Football, so we'll probably open one. Then we'll use boxes next week's giveaway. Maybe we'll do Court Kings. I don't know. I'll have to see what all comes in as long as it stays on track. Yeah, he just changed it. Like, what was that, Thursday, didn't you? I've been thinking about Freddie Freeman. Only reason is because all the hype with Acuna net down there, he kind of gets left behind. He might be a snag actually coming up. I'm gonna stick on the Goldschmidt one here for probably another 2, 3 rookies, and I'm just gonna stack them away. I'll show once all my stuff should be coming in on Monday. Really, I got one package here, but I'll do like a mail video on Monday with all the stuff that I start looking into and sniping up before they start going up. And I just base my stuff off of like, it's not if one card of a player's rookie goes up. When I start seeing 2 or 3 of different types going up, then I start hunting. And right now, it's really hard to find stuff. I was looking at PSA 10 Peytons last night during Anthony's stream, and I'll tell you what, they were outrageous. I was like, no, I can't do it for the Bowman Chrome rookie. Kind of hate when the tea gets watered down. Yeah, I'm starting to think the same with him. Towards the end of last year, he started getting a little pop into it, and people started picking them up, and that's when I grabbed that. So I probably got that by like maybe it was last August or September, even now that I think about it, because I think that came back graded before Christmas, if I remember right. I'm almost to the point though, CVC, to start buying the PSA nines again and breaking them out and setting the BGS to try for the 9.5s just to get the value up onto it. Oh, nines are still really affordable, and some of those nines out there, like I said, when I was doing it, I would look over the card, and the most important thing I would look at was the centering onto it. And as long because Beckett will grade both the front and the back centering, but PSA has a real lenience towards back centering. I think it's 70-30 still for a PSA 10, if I remember right. So I started looking at stuff like that there. And sometimes those nines, I couldn't figure out what was wrong with them. And I picked them up. A lot of them were Lamar Jackson's at that time frame before last year's campaign where he skyrocketed. That summer, I was buying up all the nines on there because they were dirt cheap. Busted them all out, set them in. I'd probably say 7 or 8 out of 10 would come back a 9.5. I know Asuna went out there. Yeah, as you guys know, I'm not a Nazi in a wrench thing. It's just a lot of times I just never really pay attention, and I just start like, what? There's some, there is definitely some good buys out there if you just sit there and dig. I would say over the last 2 weeks, I probably have spent, and this is no exaggeration, probably close to 20 hours going through stuff, adding it to my watch list, and that way, as I get the, I'm trying to think, what do they call it? eBay gift certificates? I use them up. And the only reason I get eBay gift certificates is I have an online casino I used to play, and they'll send me like $100 free play like twice a week. As soon as I get that up to over $200, I'll be like, all right, 200 I cash out. The next thing you know, I'm up to like 350, and I'm like 300 I cash out. But wherever that is, I cash out, and I've just been using them on eBay because they give them to you within 15 minutes. I used to hate when I was doing it for depositing my bank was like 2 weeks. Huh. I wonder if they'll catch you though on your order and refund you part back if you do that. Oh, they're talking about Top Series 2 that's over in on Walmart right now. What's this? I can pull it on this computer. That's a nice looking card. Let me think here. I believe it's a single row. Yeah, I think it's 24. If it's not 24, it's 30. Let me see. Let me pull up. Well, crap. GTS don't sell it that way. Well, maybe they might. Let me see if they have blasters on their website. Usually they'll give the configuration even if they don't have it. Search. Blaster box. I think hangers had more in it for some reason. Well, basketball blaster boxes. Let's see if it says it here. Those were 20 boxes in a case for blasters, so it might be 20. Because that was what Donruss basketball was. Let me just keep looking down here. Optic basketball. Dear gosh, the prices on this. 20 boxes as well. I gotta skim through all the sports. Let me see what optic football was. It might be 20. So far, I'm looking at everything being 20 for blasters for a case. I just can't find any baseball stuff on here. But football and basketball were all 20 boxes per case. Yeah, there's no baseball on their site. See ya. Have a good night. I'm clicking on this other computer here. What is 2WM baseball relic box? Oh, okay. I see top series too. They just didn't have it up. Okay. So there's a relic per box in the blasters. I think I'm gonna get a case of hanger. Well, you see, you can only order 12. Arise June 16th. Yeah, I just did on it. Got me. I mean, I'll take them all loose. That don't bother me. Because I guarantee you, once those come out, everybody's going to want $30, $40 a pop for them. Just like everything else. Probably 30, I'd say. Okay, Pug. Go in there and lay down. She's all mad because I was moving stuff here. The only thing I'm curious about with Walmart, are they going to be able to fill all their orders? Because Tops could cut them, and then, all of a sudden you're like, where's my order at? And then they like, oh, we'll get it for you. I don't know. If Bowman's that price and they have Luis Robert in there, I'm guessing a $10 hanger will be $30 and probably 40 for a blaster. But the thing is, with those there, I would hold them because now if you go look at like 2011 Topps update with the Trout rookies, what a blaster or a freaking hanger cost, dear lord. Provided they have somebody good in there, it's going to be worth catching. I still have a ton from last year. I ain't even sent off to get graded yet. I don't know if I ever showed most of you guys. This is my other stuff for BGS. Or for PSA, I'm sorry. Well, you guys seen those too. That's out of Heritage, the foil. Some Danny Joneses. There's the updates. Hayur, I was hunting him. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of them. Then some Guerreros. Even though they're not as true rookie, they're still PSA 10s are selling good. I think that was it of them. Austin Riley autograph. Boom, the cracked ice. I think that was numbered. Yeah, it is out of 25. These here are just insane. Prices on those for PSA 10s. My goodness. I've had these stuck right there for a while. Funny part is SGC. I mailed them their package Tuesday, okay? They've already logged my stuff in and started processing it today. PSA, I have shipments in from beginning of this year and still not processed in. Actually, let me look on this computer here. It's towards the end of the day. Maybe they have. Or my 10-day Beckett submission from April 20th. Nope, still nothing on PSA. Well, some of it I would wait on for PSA, to be honest. I really would. I would play the waiting game on. I know what I have up here. Let me look, because I was stacking stuff for tomorrow before I put in the store. I was going to come live. If people want it, they can. But it just saves me without having to look this stuff up. Sosa, some Acuna stuff. I don't know if I had any tops update in this. Oh, there's one. That's the rookie debut, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could. Sammy Sosa's heating up. This thing here in PSA 10 is just insane in price. Same with the Griffey. And that's the second year. Shaq's. I think that's all basketball. Kid, Hill. Um, Optic. I'm almost tempted to send that into SGC because of what PSA 10s are going for. I'm so glad I started my PSA set with all the high stuff on 86 Tops Traded because it's ridiculous. Oh, yeah, it is. It really is. I mean, some of this stuff I wanted to grade, but I just don't have the time and energy with what I have out right now. I need to get stuff back to sell, so I've been going through stuff. That's all that mosaic from the other night. It might be all mosaic. Yep, that's all mosaic. Yeah, I put these together. Well, I don't have gloves on, but I don't think there's anything chrome in here. Little lot boxes I used to sell all the time. Bunch of shillings. Davis, Griffey from 90 Fleer, Eloy, Mesa. I lied. There was Mesa. 20. That's one solid case then. Yep, I bet it is. I may order a full case and just let it sit. And that would be something I would do, and just to sell it back to my distributor and make bucos a couple years down the road. Might be able to afford a box of NT basketball first off the line in about 10 years off of it. Sheffield's, there's some Randy's, bunch of Schmaltz's, Dahl, Kuna. I don't know, that's some update stuff in there. Oh, yeah, that's all I would do. I wouldn't open them. They'll go in the closet. They'll sit there and marinate. And at the right time, I'll be like, hey, GTS, I got some stuff I want to sell to you. Just credit my account. And luckily, Gorilla, when I was deployed, I was very fortunate to buy a lot of wax from '06, '09, '10, and 12 and 13. Each time I came back, I always said I was going to just get drunk one night and basically open a lot of wax. Well, the beer happened, but I never opened anything. So during my whole time frame, all that stuff sat. I have stuff in my closet from LeBron James' rookie year, like Topps Chrome, Fleer Mystique. I don't have Trouts. I basically bought basketball, some football, hockey's in there. I don't think I have anything baseball from those years. I might. All my baseball is like 80s and 90s wax. Like I bought Exquisite Basketball 13 14, and I mean, I just let it sit there. Now, Mike Trout's, when he came out, I belonged to this website was called, I even forget, hobbyinsider.net. I bought Mike Trout's at $20 $25 a piece and all this stuff. And then I bought a bunch of Walmart packs. I had the blue, the diamond, a blue, a diamond, and something else I had out of it. I can't remember. I know there was three different, or they had about four or five different versions. Well, anyhow, I I took all those in 2012, got them graded. They sat there, and I sold them in, this is what, 20, so 2018, about summertime frame. But I was just buying my Trouts. Don't know why, but it was just one of those things. Yeah, I got I'm trying to think what some of the other stuff. I got like hockey, 15, 16, McDavid's rookie year, a couple boxes from when Crosby and Ovechkin were rookies. It was basically just the players I wanted to get because it was their rookie years during that time frame. And then I don't even know why I got Exquisite that year. I saw the big price and I was like, what the heck? I'm gonna get this. Okay, sounds good. Kiddo probably wants to play some board games or something. Or it's like, let's get some waxed open. What was funny for anybody else who was still in here right now, there was a thing called, there's a couple Facebook groups that just dealt with vintage wax junk, and they did Razzes. What's up, Peanut Butter? No, I just opened up some cards, and I was taking like three spots per in like cheap wax, and I just kept getting boxes every day, and so that's why a lot of that junk wax that they called it back then's in there. Anywhere from 82 tops to probably 96 ish. You doing the fire pit tonight? I have no idea what teams they play for. I just pulled the Herbert, which I was happy on. These are all college uniforms, so I have no clue. None at all. All I know is Burrow plays for Cincinnati and freaking Tua went to Miami. That's about it. I can't wait to. Man, my camera just like got all fuzzy. There we go. But I can't wait to get a fire pit put in next year. I didn't realize how expensive to put a fire pit is in back. And they hit me up with an estimate, and I was like, what? Like, that's expensive. Then again, I didn't know the slate rock that I wanted either down was really expensive. You can't go wrong with adult beverages by fire. You cannot go wrong with that. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do this weekend. See, I'm not that crafty at all. Plus, I can't do a lot of lifting on my back anymore. They wanted to put I landscape it out front when he finishes the little piece. There's like you got the it's like a strip and then a sidewalk, and then they got like this little like part of a Superman logo thing goes like that out there. Well, if there's ever a water break, they got to dig there. So I was like, don't put anything expensive there. He's like, well, we could do this and put a big rock and then put your house number on. I'm like, that's cool. I'm like, how much does a big rock cost? Man, he told me like $200. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go up on a highway where they roll off the cliff. I'll go get a rock. And no joke, I got two of my buddies who have a truck. Went down there. They lifted it up, put it in the truck, brought it back here, and sitting in my garage for whenever they come out. And it was funny watching them too, trying to get that thing up in the truck. Wow. Because you couldn't hoist it up in there. He had some kind of like weird looking cart jack thing to get it up in there and rolled it in. Never seen anything like it. To be honest, I thought a new deck with a roof would be like 8,000. They came out here and quoted me. It was like 14, and that was with like a cheaper metal roof without like and I didn't want metal on it. Then I get another guy come out here, and he's like, "Why don't you just get one of those roll-out roof things, like a retractable roof?" He showed me all it is like a big freaking piece of cloth on it. It comes out and hooks. I'm like, no kidding, that'd be a lot better. Because the back of the house gets all the like wind and rain. It's horrible, horrible. Like where they have to get those seals for your decks and the wood and stuff. They say every 3 years. You got to do it out here at least every two. Little pug down by my foot, snoring away. Yeah, that's what he says. Automatic retractable. And the guy told me that was doing my deck said that he did a lady's deck last year, got one hooked up and installed for under $1,000 from Lowe's. And I'm like, whoa. So if I can get that, oh, it's game on. The thing is, the dog always wants to go on the deck with me, but I can't let her out in the heat because, like the flat faced dogs and stuff don't do well in the heat. At least if I can have some kind of shade in there late evening or something before I'll take her out. But yeah, I think they're doing the deck either next week or the week after. It's crazy when you start owning something and you just keep doing improvements to it, how expensive it gets. It almost makes me want to go back to renting again. That way, anything goes wrong, the place is on the freaking landlord. But I was one of the people when I read, I never put anything up on the walls because I always hated doing the fill in and all that stuff with it. I forget. I think I said in the beginning, but anybody else, it's there's a video link down below in the description down that way, and that's the giveaway this weekend. Goes off Sunday 5. I'll stop the comments and give it away at 6. Weekly giveaway. This is a 63 toss, but it says 62 batting leaders mantles on her. Come on. Focus. Let's focus on the back. There we go. Not bad shape either for it. It is off-centered, some roundness. Oh no, I totally agree. It just sometimes you just start doing improvements, and you're like, man, if I was still renting, I could buy this and that. But you are right because you have equity in your home, and you can do a lot with it. That reminds me, I need to go down and get my property taxes lowered. I didn't know they had a thing where if you were retired military, I don't know if it's a veteran thing or whatever. Out here, I think it's like your first 50,000 of your value is not taxed. So I gotta see what that comes out to. Might save me $50 a month or 20 or something. I don't know. Whatever saves me, I'm definitely gonna go buy some. Oh yeah, yeah. No, trust me. When I moved in out here, I had to put a new water line in. That was in January. They called me December 23rd. They're like, "Hey, your water bill is like $140. We think there's a leak out there." I'm like, "What?" Man, they took okay, so my meter is joined like in the neighbor's yard. It runs under my driveway. They followed the sidewalk the whole way up in, went underneath my cement porch in. Oh, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Well, luckily, where the leak was right there at the foundation. They're saying because the settling of the home did it. The insurance gave me 3,500 to for repair or whatever onto it. So I had these plumbers come out and they ran the line instead up along the side of the garage, popped it through the garage the whole way down the wall, and dropped it in. So much cheaper and so easy to get to. Oh man, dude, I'm telling you now, I wanted to cry when that happened because before that, when I first moved in here, I had to replace the whole kitchen flooring out. And then like a month later, there was like a water leak coming out of the side of the road. And I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, I found out it wasn't mine because my water meter wasn't running. They dug my whole yard up, well, my yard up, my driveway, and sidewalk. And they did a crappy job putting it back in. But freaking city. I was so mad. The water line is like the worst thing to ever go wrong. I was just lucky from the meter to coming in. I think they measured it was like 20, no, wait, 30 feet to where they had to drop it down. It wasn't far. So they didn't have to run much and they didn't have to dig much up. I think it was from the meter, the side was like 8 or 9 feet they had to just dig out and put in. Then what they did is they went down and up into my corner of my garage, ran the pipe the whole way through with the, well, the new thing looks like a garden hose inside a PVC pipe. Then they wrapped it with foam and they put this heating coil on just in case the garage ever gets cold so it don't freeze. What? Downtown Atlanta is now rioting. This is the text I get from people. The Capitol in D.C. is in lockdown. What the heck is going on? No, yeah, that's what my mom sent me that. Honestly, I live about 45 minutes south of Louisville. And what they did last night up here, if Derby was still in here, he was talking about earlier. We had the riots up there, and That was over a different shooting, but it was a different situation where they killed somebody up there. They had a no knock warrant. It went straight in. I don't know the whole story, but I know the end state. And they were going nuts up there. And I guess the cops killed 7 people last night or something. I don't know if the cops did or what, but they just said 7 people dead. I'm guessing that's probably from what. But I have an arsenal here, so every room has a toy, we'll say. To the last room has a nice little toy called a Mossberg. That's like the end all right there. Same man, what's going on? And Minneapolis, man, they burnt that police station down last night. I don't even know what else is going on. I just seen the police station was on fire and they burnt the firehouse down and stuff. I was like, wow, 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 wow. I mean, I don't know if it's because we've been locked up for so long because of COVID or what, but it's just really strange out there. Really, really is. Oh, it's not Brian for sure. It's bad, really, really bad out there. I mean, I had a plane go down like yesterday, like 6, 7 miles from here. They cut out all, it hit into the telephone lines, and then I wake up to riots in Louisville, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I know Lexington gets a little rowdy whenever their sports teams lose. They like to go take all the furniture outside and burn it and stuff. But you know that was the extent. Yeah, I mean I don't even know what's going on in Atlanta. My mom would just send me about in DC on lockdown. That's just people lost their minds. I mean I understand bad things happen, but you got a right to protest. But I mean when you start doing the looting and burning down stuff, that's just going way too far. What's up, Chat Town? All right, thanks, Gorilla. If you're on this weekend, I'll pop by. If not, I know you'll be back on Monday morning, man. You keep my workday going quick. I appreciate it too. Ah, not much. I just been here chatting on stuff. Honestly, I don't remember what all we were talking about really. No, we were talking about hanger boxes and stuff like that. I guess you could get a full case if you back out your cart and come back in. No matter what your number is, 20 is the magic. That looks like to be a full case from what I looked up. Uh, not really much. Just had talk about rookies and stuff for a while. I skimmed through all the stuff for tomorrow. I'm gonna sell before I try to put it in the store. Yeah, series two. No, update. My bad. It's update. It's in the Walmart right now. Hangers and blasters are like 10.98, and you can put 12 at a time in your cart, but a max of 20 will let you check out with. I think series two is already done. Just a sec. No, phone. What are you doing? Bad Siri. But me, if I get all mine in between hobby and jumbo, I'll probably bust the boxes out here and sell them outright. Yeah, that's what he was saying. Wait, was it up? Hold on, I have it on the other screen. Let me look real quick. No, it was Series 2. I'm sorry. It was Series 2 hanger boxes because they come out June. They shipped June 11th, and I have an arrival date of Tuesday, June 16th. I'm sorry. It was Top Series 2. Hanger boxes, and let me go back and I'll give you the link that he gave me. We were talking about update. That's why, too. No, it's not. I messed up. I was talking about update on other stuff. That's what he sent me there. I think I'm going to pull the plug and buy a case of hangers and let them sit for a couple years and then sell them back to the distributor for like 5 to 10 times the amount and get some cool product out of it. Because I mean, you're looking at like probably 250 with shipping for a solid case. You can't beat it. Probably tax about 250 ish. Be honest, I mean, I wish I would have, instead of just buying trouts back in the day when they were cheap, if I'd have just done the same thing with wax. But I was more worried because when I started, I was in Georgia. Then I moved the whole way to Colorado, but I didn't ship my stuff there. I left it at Buddy's house. When I came back, because I no sooner got to Colorado, I deployed. I didn't want stuff sitting in a storage bin because you never know, even though it's like climate control, what could go on. So then I went to Colorado, picked it up from him, came back, deployed again. But before I left out of there, I took it to my cousin's house who lived out there, and he had it out there for a while. And then I left, came here, and it's been in the closet, but it's never been in bad conditions. Yeah, I don't know how much they're getting in or when they're going to stop with it because you can only get so many cases of that stuff. That's what I was telling Gorilla. I wasn't too sure, if they don't get all the product in. I mean, I guess they have to refund you, but it just sucks because your money's tied up. But it's not that long away. It's only like 2 weeks. But I'm thinking about pulling the plug here when I get off and buying a case of the blasters. See what happens. Or not blaster. Blasters go with the relic. I'm going to get the hangers. For some reason, for me, I've never done well in any product with blaster boxes, but the hangers, I always pulled out of hangers well. Yeah, I mean, the ones you can't do anything about, it's really hard, is the old Fleer Ultra, regardless of how you kept them. They're going to start bricking eventually. Upper Deck was the same way, but I've always kept my stuff very well. It's never been into anything lower than 70 and higher than 75. Honestly, I don't chase the autos out of retail. A lot of times they stack them better with the parallels, and that's what I try to get. But the blasters only come with a relic card. Or blasters are $20 a piece. I'm gonna go straight hangers because there's nothing that's gonna be a relic that I'm gonna really want. Yeah, I've opened up so much stuff from back then that I've won on Razes off of people. A lot of their stuff, I mean, sometimes it was good, sometimes it wasn't. Pinnacle, one box of Pinnacle I opened was real bad. Next one was like real good. It just depends on where you get it from. And then the other part is, I don't like buying. This is just probably me. I will not buy anything like Upper Deck, Fleer Ultra, or nothing during from April through into October, just for the fact that the heat's out there and it's sitting in them hot containers or vehicles going around everywhere, and it just adds to them sticking together. I usually buy my vintage during like November through usually like February, March. I'd buy it. Look at the price on that stuff right now, PSA 10s. I almost pulled that thing out last night. I found a guy had a case of 90 score. And that's with Frank Thomas and the Bo Jackson card. It's going crazy. I'd probably take a chance at 35. If that includes shipping, I'd probably take a chance at it. Yep, that one there. I still have 87 vending boxes in my closet. That's what they were in there when I looked the other night after I got off. They're 87 tops vending boxes, but the thing bad about those vending boxes, the cards start bowing after all the years, regardless of how you kept them. Granted, you stick it in a top loader, it'll fix it and stuff like that there, but and a lot of times in vending boxes, you might only hit max 2 or 3 rookies that are good. Because back then, you got to figure sets were like 800, 900 cards, and depending on how they ran that vending lot at that time from, you might end up with 2, sometimes 3. Huh? I'd probably try for it. I mean, if you just got to go pick him up from his house, I'd probably pick up 2 or 3. At least put one on the side for a while, since everybody's opening and popping that stuff. And I'd open one. And see, it's stuff like that that I'd send to PSA and just let it sit. Regardless if it sits at PSA for 3 months, 10 months, a year. Eventually, like I look at it, it's coming back to me. It's just money in there, and they didn't take the money up front like SGC did. But again, SGC got my stuff in today, and they've already freaking populated it into the system. So I want to see how they grade when it come back. Most of the ones I sent in, I gave them 6 different cards. The Heritage, I'm really curious on the black border from this year. But the rest of them would have came back 9.5 from BGS. Nothing big. At least if I get an idea what their understanding of centering is versus PSA and everybody else. Well, chat, I wish Charles was in here. Um, he was the person that really kind of got me over the edge onto it. So, with the hold up on BGS and PSA, I don't mind sending them my expensive stuff. And especially if it's a high value card, I'll just send to PSA as a 2-day grade, or PSA to BGS a 2-day grade, because I'm not going to spend thousands of dollars to grade a card through PSA. I'd rather spend $100 or $150 for a same day grade from freaking BGS on something that's worth thousands graded. He was showing me where a lot of people are doing a lot of the lower end stuff with SGC just to move it. Makes very good sense. Through some of the Facebook groups I belong to, I see guys buying the SGC stuff. Now, granted, like we'll just say SGC 10 to a PSA 10 is probably about 80-85%, of what you're going to get for PSA 10. They're buying those so they can crack them and send the PSA. Don't know how they're going to grade afterwards, but if I could sit there and get a lot of my lower end stuff graded that way, that I've already hit like well in the box to where all that stuff is just profit anyhow. Why not send it to them for $10 a card and get it back in 20 days or 20-day grade, and flip it? So what if like a eight what the night was it last year? 2019 Topps Update Vladdy Jr. PSA 10s are like 60-65 bucks, and SGC 10 was I think like 48 if I remember right. I know what I got out of the boxes, so that stuff's already been graded by either PSA or BGS or in waiting for it. All that other stuff is just pure profit. Take that card, take off $10, you sell for 48. If you do eBay, you're going to lose like $5 worth eBay and PayPal roughly. Still not bad, 33 bucks a card. You sell 20, 30 cards like it, you make some money. Go buy some PSA 10s. They might be. I don't know. I don't know. They're trying to do what PSA did and have the registry. I don't know if that'll ever pick up steam because, granted, PSA could have their scandals under the belt, and you can't. I got it that one bad apple makes the organization look bad, but at the same time frame, just because somebody working there got greedy, I can't hold it against them. Their stuff is still very well the original to me of grading sports cards, and people want them. They built that registry out of it to where they do awards and all kind of crazy stuff. I just don't see them ever failing. I mean, it would have to take something more than what went on between certain individuals and some certain individuals that worked at PSA. And that stuff happens at BGS too. I'm not going to name the person or where I know this to be true. So, somebody I know, this is about 2 or 3 years ago, they mislabeled every single card that was graded. Every single one was jacked up. So, say you had a Trout rookie in it, it might come back with the label being on it, being like Jose Altuve. They were upset about it, and don't know if it's true, but I know what came back, and to me, I'd probably take it as about 80, maybe 90% true. They had a long discussion with him on the phone because now they have to mail them back to them, pay for the shipping. BGS like, oh, we'll pay for shipping back. Don't worry. He's like, you ain't just going to do that. You're going to grade these 3 cards and give me BGS 10s, not black label, just BGS 10s. Those cards all came back BGS 10s. So I don't know. I can say I seen the cards come back in all jacked up labels, and then I seen when those cards came back were fixed. Those cards that were said to be BGS 10s were BGS 10s. But I think that will be anywhere you go in grading, and eventually SGC will get caught up into it eventually. They'll hire that wrong person, and something bad will happen. I guess you could say it's kind of inevitable. I mean, they all try their hardest not to, but it'll happen. But I mean, if you really look from PSA labels when they started to now, they've really tried to get through the tampering of people cracking, sealing, re-putting crap cards in there that are fakes and stuff. They've done a pretty good job. I hate raw card reviews. I have some, but I didn't grade them. And I don't know if you were here when I told the story. I went to a Cincinnati show. I don't know when it was, September, October, November last year. Well, anyhow, Beckett was up there and they were doing raw card reviews. But they were also, you could drop off your Beckett order to them, okay? So I had like 20 cards and saved on shipping, What the heck? I'll just go up there, give it to them, and be gone. There was a guy in front of me in line, and you know those double row boxes? He had two of them full. They were doing. I think the raw review was same. Yeah, it was same day. Same day. I forget what he spent onto it. There's been some discrepancies. I know that it's very slim because there's been some people who would win them at 9.5s, they'd mail them off, come back nines, and then the person that had the raw review card has to pay him back for it basically. But very slim. I've seen it though. But this guy had stacks of Connor McDavid, Young Guns, and stuff like that in there. So me and two of my buddies, because I just went along for the ride, they talked me into going, drive up there. So I turned my stuff in. This guy's in front of me. They're going through all this stuff. We probably now spent like 6 hours at this card show. Way too long for me. Even the National being at for 6 hours is way too long for me in one day. So I was at this table and I was just chatting away with this dude and everything. And it was nice. He let me come behind from my chair because the back just to sit down for a little bit. We were just sitting there talking. It was towards the end of the show. That guy come up here with those boxes, right? He was trying to sell all the Beckett Raw Review 9.5s in there. His whole idea was to pay for everything to be raw reviewed, then take all the 10s and send them back in. He didn't care about 9.5s. So like a Connor McDavid Young Gun 9.5 was like 350 ish back then. He was sitting there selling them for 250 a pop. He didn't care. But yeah, I mean, if you want to see what it, hey, I let the guy at the table grab what he wanted, and he's like, "You looking at some of this? You want some, huh?" I said, "You let me know what you don't want." And he's like, "I'm already done with this box. Go through." And I picked up some stuff, and what he wanted for it originally was about $3,000. It very slim chance it could, but he wanted to guarantee tens, and I think I only had like $2,700 left on me. He goes, "I'll take it. You're good. Take them." And I was in shock. Took them all in, mailed them in. Like one was a Sidney Crosby. It was a Beehive, but that was like a $40, $50 card. He basically gave me that for like 25 bucks or something in the deal. But yeah, I took them all. A lot of them quad 9.5 too. Majority of his stuff was all football and hockey, though, I remember. But he just wanted them BGS 10s out of it. I mean, he probably spent, I can't remember. I think raw card grade was like $10 a card or something back then. Because they've done two price increases since then. But I guarantee you, he had probably 1,000 cards. Oh yeah, for by a long shot. I mean, he was. I was like, well, if I'm mailing these in, I at least want $20 off for I think $20 was a 10-day back then, if I recall right, or a 15-day maybe. Might have been 15 days they did or 20. It was something like that. But he even dropped them down lower than that. I mean, you couldn't beat it. The prices on it. But I think he was trying to give the deals a way to move all that stuff because he just spent all that money. But he had probably out of all those cards, I want to say about 60 or 70 PSA 10s. Or not, or raw review 10s. I'm sorry, raw review 10s. I was looking at the PSA card. I talked to, well, I tried to call my rep, and I guess his boss answered the phone. Because I usually either get him or there's two reps I work with PSA. Um, they're kind of, I guess they have teams for reps. So I have a guy and a girl. Usually I just try to get the guy. The girl's real good. If you want to like try to sweet talk an order, she'll try to help you a little bit. But I just usually go through him. Because if I'm just dry like this talking, I kind of wonder if other people how they take it. But I talked to him, and it was during this COVID-19 thing. He was explaining the process and what they're doing. It's taken 3 to 4 weeks just to log your cards in because they're that far behind. I'm like, why don't you guys work 24 hours up there and just split everybody up? He goes up. We brought that up, but I guess higher management didn't want to pay night shift fee or increases and stuff like that. I'm like, who cares? Who cares? I'm that serious. If I was PSA, I would have been running 24-hour ops, divided up. If your salary, guess what? Whoever has the longest time here, you could have day shift. Who you got afternoon, you got evening till this COVID-19 thing's over. We're rolling. Run it like a production plant, 24/7. Come in Sunday nights, starting 10, 11 o'clock at night and run it to Friday, 10, 11 o'clock at night. Well, it wouldn't be that. They'd be able to get caught up. Because this whole time frame, there's no card shows going on. So every week, PSA sends teams out all across because I have them scheduled for a card show. He originally called me to tell me there was no card show anymore. They weren't going to do the small ones. So if they were going to do any shows this year, they were going to be like the National or an Expo, stuff like that, because they have to catch up. So you have all your graders back there. You don't have parts of your teams missing from like a Thursday through Monday type deal. I would have ran 24-hour shifts. I mean, people still wanted to get paid. I mean, you can't have people take other people's cards home. I mean, that's a big liability. But hey, you could say you could either go collect unemployment or you can come work a shift. I'd have been working shifts. And those people going on unemployment go hire temps to come in until then. Get those dudes. I know it takes a while to train them up and stuff, but you could still have temps come in to go through and get the packages logged in and put the stuff in the system and stuff. I mean, the official grading, that's where you couldn't really do much other than if a guy says he wasn't going to grade, you just lose a grader. But still, you'd be able to run it the whole time. Still be in compliance with COVID-19 rules and everything. I'd have gladly paid night shift. I'd have gave, hey, if dudes that were making $15, $20 an hour, I'll tell you what, I'll give you $20, $25 an hour. Those are fun to do there. Tops has just been brutal on that. Panini, they're usually pretty much on top of it. I got a couple guys direct emails. I'll just email right to. They take care of it. Say, here's the link to the video. Here's the little number inside the box and the UPC, and here you go. Oh, it could be. Like I said, if you can only work 50% of your employees, run 2 shifts. You can run 33%, run 3 shifts. Keep the flow going because all you're going to do is hurt yourself in the long run. There goes my work stuff coming in now. Atlanta is no rioting. Well, too late. My mom told me that like about 32 minutes ago. Oh yeah, if you did your LCS and they bought direct from them, you should be good. They take everybody's word on that with a receipt box and a wrapper. I just used to just give them the video just so they had it. And the weird thing is, Panini will to be able to tell you off of their you have your UPC and there's like this like stamp inside the number. They know what card's missing. They do. I couldn't believe it. It's so odd. I didn't know that. Crazy pug. I know. Go ahead. Well, whoever's left besides Chad, I think I'm gonna log off for tonight. I'm gonna get stuff ready for a little sale tomorrow. If you guys want to jump in, 7 o'clock Eastern PM type deal. And just the stuff I was gonna put in the store. That way, at least kind of like a pre-sale before the store. Plus, that way, I'm not spending all night logging stuff in the store. But if you guys want to hop on, stacks are behind me. Might have some other stuff too. I just haven't gone through a lot. Stop in, say hello. Other than that, giveaway link is in the description for the mantle. 63 toss batting leaders. Subscribe, like, make comment. Pretty much the only rules there are onto it. Chat, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by and keeping me going here for a while. Gorilla was in here too for a while. Thank you both. But I'm gonna call it a night and try to get a little bit of work done. Maybe watch, see if anybody else is on. Give them a little bit of love too. But y'all have a good night. See you tomorrow.